Chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down. Chop it down. You gon' chop it down.
I just appreciate everybody
watching. Watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through fourth and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Dive.
Yes, sir.
That intro go crazy,
yes, sir. That intro go crazy. Shout out to Tej, bro. Hell yeah. And shout out to J. Jules, bro. Hell yeah. Welcome back to another episode of the Trap or Dive podcast provided to you by 214 Media. I am your host, Mual. I'm here with Nick. I'm here with Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here with the ghost of Rick on this episode of the Trap or Dive podcast. And whichever way you are listening, make sure you rate, review, or like the show. If you are new to the Trap or Dive, make sure you hit that follow button on Twitch or hit that subscribe button on YouTube to help the show's growth. We are nearly at 1,000 subscribers, man. Help us out. We want to get there before week 1.
Yeah.
Help us out. It helps the show, and you know it's appreciated. Fellas, Nick, Ryan, how y'all doing tonight?
Feeling good, bro. Feeling good. New day, Tuesday nights. You know what I mean? Different vibe, but still same old for real, man. I'm chilling.
I just came back from Dallas, bro. Had a conversation with some guys down there.
What'd they say?
We'll talk about it a little bit later, but you know what I'm saying, bro? I'm other than that, though. I'm good, right, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, baby. You know.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know. No, hold on, bro. You can't just say you went to Dallas and leave everything out. We want to talk about it when we get to your team. Catching up on Dallas and Tennessee.
Yeah. We're gonna talk about it because I was a special guest when we was cutting film, and come on, bro. You might as well call me Coach 30, bro. I gave everybody a little bit of something, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we'll talk about it a little bit later. Talk about it.
All right. Let me do us a favor. Take this press out right quick before I start talking. All right, let's get into it right quick, man. On the show agenda today, like we just said, we're catching up on Dallas and Tennessee. Dallas and Tennessee just played their first preseason game. Malik Willis had some fire behind his name. Whether it's good or bad, it's all on the eye of the beholder. Ryan's here for obvious reasons. He is a Titans fan, but also a co-host of the Trap or Dive podcast. So he's going to talk about them Titans, man. He's going to talk about what he saw. He's going to talk about that boy Mike Vrabel and how he felt about how Mike Vrabel felt about Malik Willis himself. And then past life stories, man. There's some shit you haven't seen before, and the shit that we see on social media gets crazier and crazier. So on this segment, we're going to talk into past life situations, and do you believe that things like that exist? Then we're going to get into a true or false situation, man. Do you believe that the Green Bay Packers are already regretting drafting Jordan Love, their former first-round draft pick that is in his 3rd year as an NFL pro? We're going to tap into it all. But first and foremost, as always, it's the Blind Five.
Yeah.
Fellas, you know what time it is. And for everybody who doesn't know, this is going to be our last time explaining it. But Nick, let the people know what the Blind Five is, man. Me and Ryan is fucking ready.
Nah, for sure.
I appreciate that ugly introduction, Ma. We wouldn't expect nothing more from you. I want to say, shout out to everybody that's been following Blind Five since we started it. Blind Five is basically a Blind Five ranking of 5 names I will give out based on position and era. Just never know what's going to come out. And are you guys ready for the Blind Five?
Let's get it.
Let's get it, bro. We ain't did defense yet, so I'm gonna bring it to the defense side of the ball. And we're gonna talk about some linebackers today. Wish y'all the best of luck, bro. Might be a tough list.
Sure.
You never know, bro. First one on the list. Let's Let's go, Bobby Wagner. Let's get it popping early.
These are current players, or you going like old?
All current players. Everybody coming up.
Okay.
All right. You want me to go first since you went first the last 2 times?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go. Let me type in my jump. Bobby Wagner. I'm gonna go 4.
Bobby Wagner.
What?
Bobby
I'm
Wagner.
going to say 1.
Y'all don't watch. Oh, cool. Yeah, do that. All right. Bobby Wagner 1. Okay.
As I'll give y'all my 5. I wouldn't put Bobby as my number 1 though. Just a heads up.
Well, it's already down now.
I'm just saying though in general. Just saying. Just for me. Number 2. Let's go Fred Warner.
2.
Fred Warner. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give Fred the nod at. I'm gonna give him 2. Where you at, Ryan?
I said 2.
Oh, you. Oh, that's what you were saying. Okay. Fred Warner 2. All right. So Bobby at 1 for Ryan. Fred Warner at 2 for Ryan. I got Bobby at 4. Fred at 2. Who number 3?
Something, chill guy with Tampa. Let's go Levante Davis. Oh, I'm tripping. No.
Devin White.
If he
White.
on the list, oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
Devin White.
Nick, are you spitballing?
No. I was thinking about something totally different.
Okay, so Devontae White.
Go ahead, Ma. I accidentally went first last time.
Devin White.
Yeah, you sure as fuck did. I'm gonna go 3. No, wait, Fred Warner at 2. Damn, I can't change it. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna go 1. Devontae White, where you at, Ryan?
3.
Okay, 3. Okay. Who number 4? Who we got on this list, bro?
DeMario Davis. Show the NFC some love. A little bit more love.
DeMario Davis 5.
He tough.
Oh yeah, that's easy. Number 5.
DeMario Davis number 5.
He tough, bro. I'm not getting like 15 a game, bro.
He tough.
Real good player.
DeMario's tough.
DeMario Davis. What you got, right? I heard that that Madden is vicious too, bro. That new Madden, people talking about that jump.
I mean, it don't drop till 19th though. I'm trying to figure out how so many people got it.
They got the
demo, right?
The pass, the little game pass jump.
I'm thinking Nick is. I'm trying to think because he's doing top linebackers. I'm assuming he might do Roquan something next.
Bro, it's a blind 5, bro.
It is a blind 5.
Where do you think he's gonna be at, bro? DeMar, he tough. Just you know what I'm saying. How you feel about him?
It's tough. I'm gonna say 5 though. It's tough.
Nigga did all that just to say it's tough, but you.
It is, bro. Because I want to know who your next player is gonna be.
Okay, so who's gonna be Rise number 4? And who's gonna be my number 3? Talk to me.
Me personally, I think he's probably top 2 in the league right now. I see him 2 times a year. 53 in Indianapolis. Let me go Darius Leonard.
Darius Leonard.
Yeah, he 4.
4, bro. Cuz be hooping, bro.
Yeah, but is he better than?
This is Rise 4, and this is my
Fred
3.
Or Devin?
Hey, mine's is really good. I be whipping Ride ass every week.
My list is better than yours, bro.
Nah, I think Rod Jones last week was shitting on yours.
No, it wasn't.
Tripping.
Either last week,
Bobby
Wagner,
the
last 2 Jones, bro. The old receivers and the quarterback.
Nah, I wasn't.
You had like Lamar Jackson in like 2.
That's because y'all, bro. I ain't doing that again.
That was so crazy.
Who you have as your first linebacker, Jamal?
So I got Devontae White number 1, Fred Warner number 2,
Devin White.
Devin White.
What'd I say?
Devontae
White. You said it a couple times. I was like, I'm gonna let him rock.
No bullshit. I definitely did. I was like, this don't even look right. Devin White number 1, Fred Warner number 2, Darius Leonard number 3, Bobby Wagner number 4, and DeMario Davis number 5.
Yeah, my list better than yours.
No, it's not, bro. Bobby Wagner number 1. Bobby Wagner's not number one, bro.
Arguably the best linebacker in the game. Why is he not?
No, he's not.
Why he not? Why he not?
I've seen him play. First off, he don't even fit the run gaps as good as he used to, bro. He don't move that well.
Fred Warner, Devin White.
I gave you reasons, and you just went on and moved right past it. Respect.
My list better.
You can't even tell me why Bobby Wagner number one. You only telling me off of opinions.
I don't have to sit here and break down, pull out stats for stats. Why do that?
I just gave you three. No, I didn't even have to give you stats. I literally gave you a game because you don't watch. You don't watch,
bro. How you gonna tell me I don't watch? I watch Bobby play week in and week out. I watch just as much football as y'all niggas.
All right, bro. Let's go ahead and move on to the next segment. No matter of fact, Nick, you be the decider, bro. You go ahead. You go ahead, give us that.
You go ahead and edit me out. That's part.
I ain't about to do this with Ryan again, bro. Nope, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Next topic, please, bro. Nah, honestly, I think Fred 1, Darius 2, Bobby, Devin White, Demario Davis. That's a humble list.
His list sounds a little closer to mine than yours. Just saying. I'm just saying.
That's a solid list, bro. There's nothing wrong with that list, bro.
It's not.
We're gonna let the people decide. I ain't entertaining none of this stuff. Y'all over here smoking crack.
You should have said Jamin Davis. That nigga would have been 12.
Hey, bro.
Boy, 12 from the bottom, bro.
12 from the bottom.
12 worst linebackers, bro. God damn.
Bro,
hey, did I disrespect y'all today, bro? I ain't even talking about Washington, bro. What's up with y'all, bro?
Just know when they drafted Jamin, bro. Ball face lit up the room, cuz.
Nothing, bro.
He gonna be great.
We got him. The next one.
He won a 4.2, 225.
I was drunk. That don't even count.
He can run sideline to sideline.
Nah.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. That night, I really wanted JLK. I swear to God.
Who?
JLK.
Notre Dame?
Nigga, he played for the Browns right now.
Yeah,
that's what I wanted.
Oh, from number 6. I know you're talking about. Yeah, I couldn't think
Jeremiah Amusa Koromora.
Bruh, first I said a jersey number, bruh. Hey, Nick,
no,
don't get on my nerves, bruh.
Old boy from Notre Dame. Number 6.
That's what
bro. He tried to switch it up, bro. Come on, man.
You getting on my nerves, bruh.
Hey, man.
Come on, man.
Let's go ahead and get into this topic, bruh. So let me ask y'all before I get into these stories. Do y'all ever do y'all believe in, so I'm gonna set it up so it'll be easier to understand because I was very vague in the intro. Do y'all believe that there are people on this earth who once lived a past life? Do y'all believe that exists?
Yeah.
Have y'all ever come across any individuals that you have said like in a serious interview? You know, we bullshit sometimes from time to time and say he ain't from this earth. But what about y'all? Have y'all come across people in a serious term where you like they said some things where you're like, oh, hey, man,
hold up.
How do you know this?
Past life or aliens, bro? Which one we talking about?
No, past. I'm saying he ain't from this earth as in that's an exaggeration.
You talking about ET or?
I'm saying that as an exaggeration, but I'm saying past life, like you can be from a different time period is where I'm getting at.
I do. For sure. 100%. Ain't gonna hold you. I believe there's a lot out there we don't know, or that we just. I ain't gonna get into it, but I believe in a lot of stuff out there. It just society as it is built right now doesn't make sense to me. So I'm gonna leave it there, and y'all do what y'all do, bro.
No, I mean it's part of the segment, bro. So talk about it.
I can talk about this shit for days, bro. But I just believe like a lot of the movies, like this is my thing, bro. A lot of the stuff that comes up, like people's imaginations are great, but like it has to be something to spark your imagination to get certain things. So I feel like a lot of these things that we see, innovation, a lot of things, technology doesn't just come from the human brain or whatever. And I feel like we could be further along, but I don't think as a human society, I don't think we're ready for what we could be, if that makes sense. Like, especially like we can barely handle social media. So I feel like we had, you know what I'm saying, more than social, like other things, I don't think we could take it to society, bro. Like, I think we would basically kill ourselves off faster than we'd be doing now if we just like had better technology or like another level of everything. Um, because it just becomes like a whole like power trip. Once somebody gets one little thing of like another technology, everybody gonna want to get that jump, and then it could just kill us all. So it just depends, bro.
Hey, you took like several different turns. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know what you were saying when you said that you had a lot of things to say, but I was
I
not
told you, bro.
anticipating. Yep, for sure. You damn sure did. Rye, is this something that you are following? Is this something that you believe exists? People from a past life exist in this earth, current day, August 16th, 2022.
Nah, you know, I mean, it'd be hard for me to sit here and say I've given it much thought. For one, two, I haven't really come across any experiences to make my mind wonder to, you know, potentially think like, you know, this person could be from a past life. I mean, you know, it's just something I've never really given much thought to. I mean, I'm really trying to think. I mean, nothing.
All right. Well, so Say Cheese, who is, I'm sure you all follow them on Instagram, possibly. Y'all do a lot of Instagram and I do a lot of Twitter, but they do have a Twitter account. So Say Cheese started off on a tweet a couple of days ago, said that a few years ago, a toddler from Cincinnati told his mom, he's a white guy, or he's a white kid. He's a little white kid, a white toddler. Told his mom in his past life that he was a black woman named Pam who died jumping out of a building to escape a Chicago fire.
This is a toddler?
A toddler who jumped out of a building to escape a Chicago fire. So the person who was telling his mom this was the toddler. The toddler is telling his mom that he was a mom in his past life, a black woman who jumped out of a building to escape a Chicago fire, and she died. His mom, the toddler's mom, did the research and found out that Pam died jumping out of the Paxton Hotel in 1993. So that was the first thing. There was another person who commented on this. Now, this is links. Like, there's video information there that verifies this. I'll send you all the link. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the DM so you all can follow the whole thread. So this is not blasphemy. Let's go ahead and do that right now. And that was one story. The other story from this person was, where are we at? She said, there's a story, another person who replied, there's a story of a little 3-year-old boy telling his family he was murdered in his previous life. The boy knew the name of the person he was. They asked around, and people said the person was missing. The boy led the family to his place of death, and the remains were found. Again, a link to the article and all those things. Somebody responded though and was like, and I'm gonna ask y'all this because I'm not going to spoil the comment. If your kid told you this shit, how would y'all react? And everything was true. How would y'all react if a kid told you this?
To be honest, I mean, I can't really tell you because I don't know how I would react. I mean, honestly,
this ain't your kid, bruh. This ain't my kid. This ain't my kid.
Honestly, I would definitely think my kid is tripping. Like, I mean, and you say if I did the research with me and actually seen that it was true,
everything. No, like so.
He took him to the spot he died.
He took him to the spot that he died at, and the remains was there. Like everything was there.
How old is this kid, bro?
3-year-old. 3 years old. He don't
And
know
the
nothing
kid
about
can
anything.
take you to where he was killed and all that,
Yes.
bro.
What was that movie? But Chris Tucker and
It's just hard to
no,
believe, bro. I
was it Chris
mean,
Tucker?
I'm one of them people who's just I gotta see it to believe it, bro. You know what I mean? And if I see it with my 2 eyes, I mean, I guess then I just have to really, I guess, take it under consideration. I don't know, bro.
He said take it under consideration.
I mean, I don't know,
Okay,
bro. Like,
you know what I'm
what
saying?
am I to do, bro? I don't know.
You ain't lying, but you know what I'm saying? I still don't know if you telling the truth per
Right.
se, you know what I'm saying? Like, who told you this in school? Who your preschool teacher?
What can you do though, bro? Like,
I would be confused, bro.
I'd have 1,000 questions for that
I'm
little
about
baby,
to say
bro.
I'm like, bro, you gonna have to. I don't know, Slim. You gonna have to prove it to me.
he just took you to the body, bro.
I'm about to say, why you keep saying that?
What
Right.
more?
I think he
Bruh.
proved it to you.
What more can you ask for? Hey, bro, I just got shot. I'm in your child's
No, he
body.
said he took him to the place that he died. That's what he said.
I'm saying though, he's saying he got
Yeah.
shot. Hey, bro, I just got killed over here. We can slide over there real quick. Y'all slide over. You see him dead, which is
First
even
of all,
more
if a
wild.
3-year-old is able to communicate that to you as a 3-year-old,
So I was about to say part of the conversation wasn't that he articulated it well. He articulated it as well as he could for a 3-year-old. Like it wasn't like, yeah, it wasn't like a person who was talking like you and I am. He was talking like a 3-year-old, but it was clear enough for a parent to understand.
that's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. I'm sorry, bro.
That's wild.
That's crazy, fool.
It's
I mean,
in the DM, bro. Y'all can take a
even,
look at it
like-
when y'all get a chance.
That's crazy, bro. I don't, Slim. I don't have no words.
Hey,
I don't not believe. I believe.
hey, Nick, you just said you believe in shit like this, so
Yeah, like, bro,
don't-
it's so much shit out here. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Y'all should watch. I seen y'all a podcast to watch, but like, bro, they be talking about shit like this all the time, and it makes so much sense of like how society doesn't make sense. It just not Americans, but like humans just don't think like there's stuff out there. And bro, it's no way we're like the only people on this earth. And I honestly, I think Men in Black is real. No bullshit.
you think aliens are out here? Okay.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. We can't be the only
What's up?
people in the world. I mean, in the
Oh, what's
universe.
up?
In the universe, bro.
Yes. Yup.
Don't make sense.
Yup. That was up. All right. Let's go ahead and get into
Random
the next
question. This is a random question, bro. Who y'all think was out here a million years ago building up pyramids, bro? That shit don't make sense. Them Jones tall as hell. They not putting them Jones in their back, bro.
No,
If
those
they
my
are-
ancestors. My ancestors. My ancestors.
Come on, bro.
Don't say, come on, bro.
Who,
All
bro?
of our ancestors.
No, bro. Have y'all ever seen the pyramid?
I mean, I've seen pictures.
Them Jones big as shit, bro. They had no technology. You talking about they? Come on, bro.
Took
I mean,
years for them
people
to
were
build,
pretty
bro.
innovative back in the day, bro. I mean, how else
Yeah.
did we got to this point?
What's your answer, Nick?
Come on, bro. It wasn't. It couldn't have been just.
Nigga said, "Come on, bro."
Come on, bro. Come
What
on,
do
bro.
y'all
Stop.
like? It doesn't even make sense of how all pyramids are lined up with certain stars, allegedly, and it just doesn't make sense how people put them bricks on their back, went up 1,000,000 stories, or just say 50 stories. Ain't nobody that strong, bro. Nobody. All day.
Bro,
Nick,
don't
it
say all
took
day.
it took like hundreds of people to get it done.
About to say, and you know, you slaves, you gonna do what you told back then.
Yeah, bro. You know damn well I wasn't no slave. I don't know punk bitch.
I got a theory on slavery too, though, but that's a whole number.
We
Yeah,
got a theory
you
on.
get to
We ain't got time for that, bro. You about to say
that's
something.
a whole nother
yeah,
time.
yeah.
No, it's nothing wild. I just believe
Yeah,
they're
that's
holding
what's
out a
up.
lot.
Nah,
of,
you good. You keep that to yourself. Yeah, for sure.
No, you can hold on to that. Don't even trip.
Yeah, hold on to that, bro. You gonna take us
Yeah,
down?
bro.
You gonna take us down another lane?
But
we
you
ain't
can hold
interested in
that.
Nah.
No,
Y'all go
rush
ahead,
on
bro.
that.
Y'all go ahead, bro.
Hey, so let's go ahead, man, and transition to the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. As always, we gotta catch up on the boys, man, from Dallas and Tennessee. Whoever wants to take the floor first. We all know both of you all got storylines. We'll always have storylines with Dallas and Tennessee, but Malik Willis played his game. The Dallas Cowboys. First off, Nick is being real secretive with his information over there, so I don't even know what he got tapped into or what he's thinking about. But the floor is you all's, man. What is going on in the world of Dallas? What is going on in the world of Tennessee?
All right, man. I'm gonna go first because Rod usually try to, take over, talk for 30 minutes about
Do your thing, baby.
So I just came back from Frisco at the Star. We had a nice little, nice little day. Watched a little film. Wasn't great. Cooper Rush, he probably got to go. I don't know. He played probably the worst game as a quarterback I've seen without throwing interceptions. I think he threw one. But he basically looked like Nate Peterman out that jump, right? He looked terrible and couldn't move the ball, couldn't see what the rook could do. He just looked like he didn't want the job. Ben DiNucci had a great game. You know what I'm saying? He came in through a touchdown, moved the ball. Backup running backs, Malik Davis looked great. We had another guy from Harvard, looked pretty good too. But we led the league in penalties last year by 11. So you would think coach is going, no penalties, fellas.
I heard that like 17.
Come
like
on,
17
bro.
penalties.
So you would think we're not gonna do no penalties. We're gonna have limit, low number of penalties. We actually had 22.
Oh, okay, my fault.
5 of them weren't accepted, so it just made the number down to 17.
Okay.
But one of the big reasons why we lost the 49ers game, penalties. Put us behind the sticks, we get a first down, it get called back. One big penalty. Well, actually, it was a wave of penalties that really messed me up. It's like a 2nd and 7. We get the jump on we get the first down on a run play, it get called back. And then I think the very next play, we get another penalty. Kelvin Joseph, right before the half, lines of offsides on the field goal that he missed. Then they re-kick. He makes it right down the middle. Other than the penalties, Tyler Smith, he had 2 holding calls. One was an actual hold. Another one was a pancake block that got called a hold. And Marquise Bell, Deron Bland, great games, fellas. Sam Williams actually had a great game.
You gotta talk. You gotta. I know you do this because you know these guys, but sometimes you gotta remember that your audience don't know who these people are. So who are these names that you shooting off? Are they linemen? Are they quarterbacks?
No. So Tyler Smith was a lineman drafted out the first round. He had a solid game, mauled a couple people. Marquise Bell, undrafted free agent, played safety. He's like a hybrid safety linebacker, kind of like a star. Deron Bland is a cornerback we drafted out of Fresno State. Had a solid game, made a couple plays. He's like 6'3", 205, big corner, but he can hit. That's what I like to see. Marquise Bell. He liked to get his nose in there. He liked to hit too. But the biggest guy that he stood out to me was Malik Davis out of Florida, running back. Had a couple good carries. Right, you saw me put the tape in the chat. Mm-hmm. Solid kid, bro. You know what I'm saying? He definitely need to make the 53 for sure. But just in case if Zeke get hurt or something, you know what I mean? We got Malik, cheaper option in the pocket. But other than that, biggest takeaway was penalties, bro. We can't win with penalties. If we keep doing the same thing we was doing last year, another 10-7 year first round exit. Mike McCarthy, his whole thing was, this is the preseason. It won't carry over from last year. But your first game back, you get 17 penalties. Accept it. Come on, bro. It's unacceptable. And I just think he shouldn't be our coach, bro. He's not holding nobody. He's not holding nobody accountable for their mistakes.
You got a whole lot to say about one preseason game, Schnitt.
Bro, the same thing that cost us last year. I would say the last 2 years, bro. Penalties,
but I feel it though. You feel like it's gonna be a microism of
come on, bro.
More the same. So
And it's,
I see what you're saying.
and I don't care that it's backups. I don't care about that, bro. That means the backups not scared to lose their job, even though half of them about to get cut because the coach ain't really pressing. And he said, "Oh yeah, he said I spoke about it briefly during halftime. I think by halftime you probably had 10 penalties, bro. You should have been yelling that shit out." So as a coach, if you can't understand how pennies hurt your team, you gotta go, bro. It's not gonna work for me. So I had to talk to Mike and say, bro, we gotta clean this up. You know what I'm saying? If not, he gone by week 5, bro. Don't even worry about it.
I think Sean Payton already
I
loaded.
don't know why you even jumping that leap when you talking about a goddamn preseason game, but
Yeah, I'm about to say
that's
a lot to
And it's funny because
I see what Nick's
Skins
point
fans
was
doing that
though.
over here. Nah, I don't see that point.
Nah,
Yeah,
my
his
point
was
is, bro.
seeing the same stuff he seen last year. I mean, granted, it is one preseason game, but he's saying the same undisciplined actions that he seen last year is still relevant today. You know what I mean? And that's, while it's a little stretch because it is the preseason, it would have been the first preseason game at that with a bunch of backups. I mean, it's hard to really say this is going to be something that's going to be, taking place in the regular season. But with
it's
that being
17 penalties, bro.
Yeah, no, that's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah.
17 a game
that.
is, come on, bro.
That's a lot.
17 in the preseason game.
Also, is the backup.
How many of them was personal fouls?
None. It was mainly holdings, offsides.
Oh,
it was things that are avoidable, bro. Discipline. Keep your hands inside. Line up on side. Like
I think I would have more of an issue if it was the starters, though. But I feel you.
Some of these guys are going to get substantial playing time, and the ones I named, Marquise Bell for sure is going to the safety out of FAMU. He's going to get playing time for sure. Nashawn Wright, he might get cut the game he had.
What does Nashawn Wright play?
He played corner, 25 out of Oregon State. Boy,
he drafted.
Yeah, we drafted him last year, and last year he all right, bro. I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He never tall corner, like 6'4", 205, something like that, 185. He's a skinny guy, but he actually had a pick, but they called his pick back because of a holding. But after that play, my man got torched for like 150. You gotta go. And then Kelvin Joseph played, but he just ain't look good. Also, big shout out to Neville Gallimore.
You still ain't seen me his term. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm about these players.
No, I'm about to let me finish. But Neville Gallimore, D tackle out of Oklahoma. He played a little bit longer than I thought he was, but he was disrupting the pocket. He actually had a very good game. He looked good. He doesn't need to play as much as he did next couple games we needed for the season, but definitely a good start. Our D-line as a whole looked good. Sam Williams, DM we drafted out of Ole Miss. Also, you know what I'm saying? He got to work on a counter move other than bull rush. But other than that, Cooper Rush sucked. That's Cooper Rush sucked, and penalties
wasn't Cooper Rush the one throwing those training camp passes to
the ground?
No, bro, to the skybox over there. People watching the actual practices.
Yeah, that was him.
That was him.
He gotta go. Cooper Rush, backup QB is no more. But we also missing Will Greer, who I think is.
And all I had to say was, what did these niggas do to make this man so mad?
Everything, bro. It was a tough game to watch, bro. Like tough game to watch, except for the couple
y'all bounce back. Who y'all got in week 2, bro?
I don't even know, bro.
It's preseason. It don't matter who y'all got.
It might be. No. It does. Sorry. Are you a believer, Rap, that preseason doesn't matter at all?
Nah, I'm not a believer in that. But I'm saying, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who you have next because preseason is really about seeing who's gonna make a team, seeing what areas you need to work on, working on your plays, your craft, seeing what you got at different positions on the field. I mean, it's really, a dress rehearsal, so to speak. So, I mean, while it matters who you play, it really don't matter who you play, like because preseason.
We got the Chargers, man.
I'm about to say, I think in week 2 of the preseason, bro, I think it comes. I think preseason always about evaluation, bro.
It
But
is. That's what I'm saying.
when no, I'm saying evaluation as in depth spots. I'm saying evaluation as in your strengths and weaknesses from a because you talked about from a team standpoint going into the season, but your strengths and weaknesses as in what is it from a situational standpoint do you all need to work on? All these other things that Nick outlined in his 10-minute soliloquy
He talk about me.
that
He just
that they
went
need to
10 straight.
that
That,
they need
bro,
to
I
bounce
had
back
that.
on. But that's why I said week 2 is probably going to be important for them, like as opposed to other teams like Kansas City. Who the fuck cares what they look like? Because they played Washington, and that's why I was bringing it up. It doesn't matter what they look like against us. It matters what we look like against them, but it doesn't
Yeah, but
matter
are
what
they
they look
playing
like
their
against
starters
us,
though, Mark?
huh?
I mean, I would say it would matter if you got first string on first string. Then
We're
I would put more stock into really evaluating how we look versus their first team. But what I'm saying, no, it doesn't because of how good Kansas City is. You know, they're a good team in the AFC, good team in the NFL. Period. But what I'm saying, if that's what you're using for a measuring stick, cool. But I'm saying it don't really matter the opponent because you still gonna be doing what you're gonna do no matter who you play anyway. Because you're still gonna work on your craft, your evaluation, regardless of who's in front of you. That's what I'm saying. You be saying who y'all got? Like, I mean, it'd be different if it's week 1, regular season, who we got. I mean, that's all I'm saying. But to
I
your
think that's
point, I
fair.
get what you're trying to say.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. 100%. Before we can allow Nick the space to slip in here and talk more about Dallas, Ryder, floor is yours. Please save us from this Dallas Cowboys conversation.
Yeah, thank God, bro, because he was going. So, I mean, I'm not gonna go into in-depth detail exactly like my boy Snick did on every single intricate detail on what happened on every single play, every single
You
possession.
asked
What?
for my
Listen, bro.
boys.
A
I
long
get.
snapper, you know, he
How long
got a
snap?
couple
He
good
not put the
snaps on him.
spiral on
Yeah,
that snap like he need to.
he got to get under that football, make sure that ball get there.
All right,
You know what I'm
bro.
saying?
Let's
Quick
hear
as
how Malik
possible.
Willis hits his first
All
play,
right, bro.
bro.
Stop that, bro. I ain't do that to you, bro. Go ahead, bro. So
Tripped
look,
up.
the I mean, basically, you know, what our game consisted of, the major point of the game, really for our side of the ball, Titans side, is, you know, the debut of Malik Willis. Bro, you are blowing me, bro.
Come on, bro.
Be quiet, bro. So, you know, Malik goes out stat-wise. I mean, he was 6'11", 107 yards passing. Looked good on the ground. Had a nice rushing touchdown in the red zone. It was actually a nice play. You know, a lot of people really thought Malik Willis' debut was pretty good, so to speak. He played all of the first half, came out in the second half. Well, let me just say it didn't start out too well. His first 2 passes, one was a drop in the flat by the fullback, and the second one was a late throw. The receiver kind of slipped on the out route, should have been picked, but the DB dropped it. But after that, after those first 2 passes, it seemed like he settled down more and made some nice throws, nice deep ball to Racing McMath out of LSU. Also a nice little deep post corner route, rather, than Mason Kinsey, wide receiver. Really been on the practice squad trying to make the team. Played the first half, like I said, came out. Mike Vrabel actually had a conversation, to Maul's point he was saying earlier. Mike Vrabel had a conversation to Malik about, you know, what he wanted to see coming into the third
Throw
quarter.
that bitch.
Yeah, he wanted to see Malik Willis to come into second half and the first possession to really rip it. Those was his words. He wanted to see Malik throw the football, but instead of making the read, you know, after looking back on the play, it was several receivers open, but I'm not sure what Malik saw. He ended up scrambling, got the first down. I think he got about, I don't know, 10, 12 yards on the run, but that's not really what Mike Vrabel wanted to see. You know, initially I was kind of confused as to why Mike pulled him because, you know, I wanted to see him finish that possession, especially after getting the first down. But, you know, I think what Mike Vrabel was trying to instill into, you know, Malik Willis is to run the offense. You know, if the play is there, we want you to make the throw and not take off. We already know you're athletic. We already know you can run and, you know, extend plays with your legs, but that's not what the play called for right there. We asked you to throw the football and you didn't. Now, that's tough coaching, but it's good coaching. You know what I mean? And I think Malik Willis is going to learn from that. and be able to make the right decision next time around. And a lot of players, a lot of coaches on the team talked about how good and smart Malik Willis is, and his ability to read the field is was a lot better than what people imagined him coming to the draft. So they want to see him display that, and I'm looking forward to week 2. And aside from that, solid debut for Malik. I like what I saw. I just wish he'd threw that threw that pass on that last possession, because it definitely was receivers open on that play for sure.
I think my thing is with that boy Malik Willis. There's always gonna be a ton of controversy behind his name, man. A lot of people don't approve of his footwork. They're gonna harp down that thing like until the day's end. A lot of people are fans of him, so they're gonna make excuses for a ton of things and just accept the fact that he has a well-rounded game,
Right.
more prevalent on the run side of things. But Ryan, where do you lie in terms of his development? Are you a person that just want to see where these things go, or are you a person that's like on the side of, I need to see him get better as a passer, or I think that we can start him right now and we can just emphasize or what's the word, um, uh, grow this run game even more than what we have in Derrick Henry, and I guess Ryan Tannehill as a safe quarterback.
Yeah, I'm actually excited for Malik Willis, man. Him being a 3rd-round pick, it doesn't really guarantee him a lot of different things. But I do think at some point he'll get his chance. I'm not sure when, But I do think at some point Malik Willis will definitely get a shot being a starter. Not sure under what circumstances, like I said, but it will be definitely interesting to see how he works with the starting offense with running back like Derrick Henry behind him. Like I'm sure things will look much different, and things would be a lot easier for him to maneuver with our starting offense and starting running back behind him. I like Malik's progression. I think Malik is more accurate than people give him credit for. I think he had the strongest arm in the draft. I don't think there's anybody outthrowing Malik in the draft this year. I think he has a lot of upside. You and I talked a lot about Malik Willis. Prior to the 1st round, we went to the gym, and then I was, talking to you like, Malik Willis going to be there at the top of the 2nd. And surprisingly, we ended up going a different route. We got a cornerback, Roger McCreary, out of Auburn, who I like a whole lot. And I'm thinking, well, we missed on Malik. We could have had him right there, but somehow or another he falls to the 3rd round, right into our lap. Didn't have to do anything. I think we did trade up a little bit in the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken. But I think Malik definitely showed me a lot, throughout his training camp, OTAs, and his first preseason game. I'm feeling like he definitely is on the right trajectory to being a more improved NFL quarterback. So I'm optimistic about it.
Who y'all got next?
Let me check right quick. We
I'm trying
got
to figure
the
out,
Bucks.
well, how do y'all even?
We got the Bucks.
Okay, so
Network Saturday.
how do y'all even play y'all preseason? Do y'all do the starters first half in preseason 2? What do y'all do for like preseason 2 and preseason 3?
I was actually surprised Malik started our first preseason game, because technically, as the depth chart states, he's actually 3rd string. We got a quarterback out of Toledo named Logan Woodside, who came into the game after Malik Willis threw 2 interceptions. Not sure why. He was our backup last year. Not too confident in his play, but I think as it states, he's our 2nd string quarterback as of now. But I think the 2nd string position is open, which I'm sure Malik Willis will take at some point. But I anticipate the starting offense, aside from Derrick Henry, playing on Saturday against the Bucks. And essentially, from what I remember last year, Tannehill played, I want to say a few series, maybe 1 or 2. I don't think he gave us 3, but I don't anticipate seeing him more than 3 series versus the Bucks on Saturday. Maybe more so the 3rd preseason game. I don't know. But about 2 to 3 series, Mom.
And that's kind of the crux of the issue, or my question where I asked about the Cowboys, because like depending on who the opponent is, I just want to get a gauge, because I think that for us in Washington, and even for a majority of the NFL, like based on how sorry, my bad, Dakota. Sorry. based on how you explained it, you're going to get a lot of time from the starters in that week 2 preseason game. So we get Kansas City, Dallas gets the Chargers. I mean, you get the Bucks, and randomly for all three of us, that's quality opponents to kind of get a gauge of where you are on whichever important side of the ball it is for you. Like for us, we need to see what the fuck we look like on both sides of the ball.
Right. For sure.
Washington does. Dallas, I don't know what the fuck y'all got going on over there, and Nick, but obviously, I know the front seven or the front four for Tennessee is gonna be fine, but that offense is gonna be something that's new. You all need to kind of get that thing together, whether it's Tannehill, Treylon Burks, and if Willis comes in as the second string quarterback, see what Malik Willis is looking like against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So it's always interesting, bruh. Do you think that he can ultimately become a starter this year, or is this somewhere where, like, that he's going to need some time, but you do think he can overtake that number 2 spot?
Oh yeah, for sure. No, I don't think he'll start at all this season unless something unforeseen happens to Tannehill. Tannehill has shown to be pretty healthy since we've acquired him. I don't think he's missed a game. I think he may have went out of one game potentially, if I'm not mistaken. He's been with us. This would be his 4th year with us. So I don't think he's been injured, but I definitely think Malik could be our second string quarterback going into week 1. The thing they like about our second string as of right now, Logan Woodside, I mean, they say he knows the offense and takes command of the huddles and things like that. But what does that really mean if you're going out there throwing picks? It don't really mean much to me, so I can care less. I definitely
think you can go out there and throw picks.
Yeah, what that mean because the offense and you still got there to turn the ball over. You ain't doing nothing for me. So yeah, I think Malik will be the second string for the season starts.
What you mean, bro? He gonna light them boys up, bro. What did is that what Blaine said?
Yeah, okay, we don't have Blaine, so
Blaine said, "I'm gonna light these boys."
Yeah, definitely. Did you see that podcast, Maul?
Hell yeah, I saw that joke live.
Exactly.
You
gonna go out there and light the boys up. He definitely lit him up on the.
Hey, just give me some time.
Give me some time. I'm gonna light these boys up.
Hey, bro.
I couldn't believe that boy, bro.
Hey, for him to have the confidence to go out there and say it a second time, bro, and actually look okay, like the first, I think it was the first drive or maybe the first throw or something.
He was darting them up for a little bit,
and then pick.
Terrible, bro.
Hey, shout out to Blaine Gabbert, man. I hope.
No, we not shouting out Blaine.
You let me finish, but all right, that's what's up.
Never mind,
Blaine. I'm sorry.
Blaine, I'm sorry. Bro. How many quarterbacks go in the huddle after the start and go down, bro, and be like, "Bro, hold it down, fellas. I'm about to light these boys up, bro."
And
but
Nick, you would have a nice story to tell if you actually did that, but he went out and did the opposite, bro.
Bro, before the pick, bro, he was darting them up, bro. Before the pick,
darting. The only way we scored was off a screen.
He had to throw it.
I could do that.
Come on, bro.
You could have threw it, bro.
I could throw a screen.
Under pressure,
bro. Under pressure. You got 300-pound linemen coming at you.
Bro. I can throw a screen.
What kind of screen was it? Halfback screen or receiver screen?
An easy screen. That's what it was.
Come on, bro.
An easy one.
Was it a receiver screen, right?
No.
I don't remember.
To the running back.
It was running back.
Okay. Yes.
Come on, bro.
Okay. All right.
And
okay.
And the only reason he got enough, I think we lost that game, 33-17. We scored off that screen, and we scored a touchdown off a pick six from Jayon Brown. That's the only reason we got points.
Who did y'all play, bro?
The Colts.
Nice. Smoke.
Win and in. That's the game Mariota couldn't go to play. Same thing as Derek Carr tore his fibula.
He didn't hurt too.
Who tore his fibula?
Derek Carr. Same season, I said. Him and Derek Carr.
Oh, I thought you said same. All right, got you.
Top 12 QB right there.
Damn, that was 2016, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. I didn't know y'all was
Blaine wasn't. He wasn't good though, bro. First off, I remember when I found out Ryan was a Titans fan, bro. I remember our first game we played them boys, bro.
It was bad.
Rolando McClain got pick six, bro. Ryan
was ugly. That was ugly.
Jake Locker, bro.
Marco Murray tore us up that game. I mean, tore us up, bro. I mean, ran it down our throat that game, bro.
You watched the whole game, right?
Huh?
You watched the whole game?
I watch all the games, all the blowouts. I be hurt, like sitting in the truck, hurt, mad as hell, in the house, can't talk, watching the blowout. Can't cut the TV off. Don't know why. I can't cut it off. Just still watching.
Oh, you tripping, bro?
Delaney Walker cut up
Yeah,
that
don't
game.
let me find out if it's Sunday night, bro. I'm looking for Family Guy. It's time to cut this shit off.
Nah, bro, if we losing bad, bro. NFL red zone because I remember the Broncos. Or I take a nap.
My
bro.
Reds gonna be clutch though, for sure.
I taking that real quick, bro. When my boys, they start first quarter, they start looking grim.
I can't cut it off first quarter.
First, second,
Sorry,
bro.
I'll never cut it
Nah,
good my
Nick
first
different.
quarter.
I'm cutting it off mid fourth. Like that's how long I
Yeah,
wait.
I'll give it to them. Mid fourth, and you know your squad, you know your boys. You're like, we not coming back, bro. I already know how we like. I already see how the game going, bro. We ain't coming back, bro.
I told y'all, bro. I told y'all how my games go, bro. First quarter we look decent. Second and third quarter we gonna be shaky, bro. So if I take a nap from second to third, wake up in the fourth, bro, we right back in the game.
Nick, you said, bro, how, bro?
Don't let them. Don't stop. We can trade.
I can't miss a snap, bro. I can't. Nah. I don't know how you sleeping during the game.
I'm not finished. I'm not finished, bro. It's like watching your best friend get beat up.
I'm drunk,
you
bro.
Can't do nothing about it, bro. I'm not
even if I'm drunk, I can't.
No, I've been drunk before and passed out.
Something more
I just missed. I missed everything before the time I woke up. Like I've been asleep from like 11. Nah, it's like 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to like 4 p.m. the next day, bro. Waking up on a fucking with 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter, bro.
Nah,
like that's the only time I'm really taking a nap. Outside of that, I'm not really sleeping during the game, bro. I would never go to sleep on the gas.
Never.
I can't do that.
Broncos game last year, was it last year?
The game they got shut out
last year.
30, we didn't get shut out. We scored 16 points, but 30-16, bro. Come on, bro. I already knew what it was.
They got shut out by Denver last. I'm tweaking.
They essentially got shut out.
We got shut out really... for real. But we, garbage points. You know what I'm saying? Make it look good. But boy, I seen how that game was going. I seen we didn't even get our usual first drive score going. I was like, oh yeah, missed a couple field goals.
Our usual
from like from like 50. Stupid shit. I was like, I can't watch bad football. That's where it comes down, especially if it's like my boys. I can't watch that shit. So Mike McCarthy, he known for that, bro. So sometimes I just can't watch that shit.
Well, luckily y'all got another year, so I'm happy for y'all.
Luckily, what?
Said luckily they got him for another year, so I'm happy for him.
Nah, he gone after this.
It's a wrap, bro.
If they don't,
I'm saying this year, as in this year, they got him this year. Ain't no firing right now. They got rock with him.
Nah. Sean Payton loading. Tell you right now, he on the way.
You think so?
But what do you trade for a coach?
That's a bullshit narrative, bro. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't gonna do that in New Orleans.
Come on, bro. Trading for a coach, bro.
Conversations already. Jerry already tampering right now.
I told y'all. I know him and Jerry had
right now, bro. No,
Sean been in Frisco a couple times. I can tell you he might be able to stop right now. Hey, Mike, you need to fix this shit.
Because he's from Texas, bro.
Gonna get one of them fines in the mail, bro. Tampering.
Hey, Jerry, we're gonna have to you gotta drop a whole meal. I don't even care, bro.
He like, dump it.
I got my boy.
Dump it.
Hey, we get Sean Payton. We get a coach like Sean Payton. If we get a coach like Dan Campbell, I think we'd be a whole lot better.
People laugh at Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell really be legit though.
I fuck with Dan Campbell.
I like Dan Campbell.
Super heavy, bro.
I like him too.
Y'all watch Hard Knocks?
No, I ain't watching.
I seen the first episode. I ain't see the second jump.
Is the second episode already out? I'm about to watch that
today. Yeah, tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Oh, I bet.
Let's go ahead and get up out of here with a true or false, fellas. Let me pull up this link too. So, Jordan Love, man, has been in the league, the NFL, for 3 seasons, fellas, and hasn't been pretty for the boy last year in his couple starts in the absence of Aaron Rodgers. Against the Chiefs, he looked bad. And I think he had no touchdowns. Let me pull up his numbers to be more specific on
the game Jordan he started.
Love.
I can tell you right now.
Okay, cool. Tell me. Help me out.
He was like 19 for 34, a pick, a touchdown. I think he only had like 134 yards passing.
Okay, so yeah, he was 0 for 1. 2021. Yeah, damn, it's crazy. So he had drafted in
2020.
2020, first round, 26 overall, and he's played in 6 games.
He started 6 games.
Played in 6, but according to these numbers, he started in 6 too. So he has a record of 2-4. And the one that you're speaking of specifically against Kansas City, yeah, they lost 13-7. And it's crazy that you had these numbers: 19-34, 190 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 55% completion percentage,
Ask me
190
why I
total
know that,
yards.
Mo.
How you know? Oh, you had him on fantasy.
I picked him up. First of all,
Damn.
bro, I'm a fantasy football addict. This is what I do, bro. If I don't do nothing, I'm playing fantasy football, bro. I'm locked in every season. The matchup was perfect. Playing Kansas City defense, who had just given up a gazillion yards all up until that point. I forget what week it was. What week was? Does it tell you what week it was? More week 6, week 7. One of them games, Aaron Rodgers caught COVID. Jordan Love comes
Yeah,
in.
it was week 8. They won. They had just won 24-21 against Arizona.
It was set up for him to have one of them days, and he goes out there. I think he gave my fantasy team 3 points that week, bro. 3 points.
3 points, bro.
3. I think he gave it 3. You know, it's hard to sit here and say what. So I didn't hear the true or false question, Mo. Did you finish that or no?
Nope, I was leading into it. So essentially, this guy on YouTube and on Twitter, you know, I respect him, JT O'Sullivan, former NFL quarterback, does quarterback breakdowns, and he did a thread of Jordan Love's. I'm gonna put this in the chat for you all to look at. I should have did it before the show too, so you all can be aware of it. But he did a breakdown of Jordan Love's preseason game, and just
It was 4
he was
plays,
missing
right? I
out
think
on
I saw it,
he was
Mo.
he was missing out on simple concepts.
Yes.
And the concepts were flats and stop routes essentially.
Right.
So the true or false is the statement is this: the Packers are already regretting drafting Jordan Love. Is that true or is that false? Floor is yours.
I'm gonna say false only because he really has not had the complete. I guess the whole team hasn't been his yet. I guess they haven't really handed over the offense completely over to him yet. I mean, what he's shown so far really has not been much to talk about. I mean, if you're bringing up what you've seen on tape, basically over his this is coming into his 3rd year. He played his first preseason game this year. Didn't look good for simple concepts. I watched every single breakdown that you sent, Ma. It was about 4 different plays with the same route concepts. Tight ends coming to sit right in front of you, flats out the backfield, slants out the second window from both sides. It just seemed like, even when he threw the flats were behind the running backs, where the running back couldn't cut upfield and turn up. I mean, these are just simple things you would think, a quarterback going into his 3rd year, a first-round draft pick, high praise as much as he got to replace Aaron Rodgers. You would think, these are some skill sets you think, your future quarterback would have. And I'm sure they thinking like we may have made a mistake, but I think it's early still because, like I said, they're married to him because they drafted him in the 1st round. They ain't got no choice but to play him. At some point, I can't really tell you the last 1st-round quarterback. Maybe Josh Rosen, but even Josh Rosen got a shot to start full time as a starter. So I think at some point they ain't gonna have no choice but to give him the keys. And I like to see how he plays there because he still shows flashes of being, a quarterback with some good arm talent, potential in certain areas. But you replacing Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers had to replace Brett Favre. I mean, you got some, high caliber quarterbacks to replace. The last 2 quarterbacks played for the franchises, Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. So, those are tough shoes to fill. I mean, it's hard to say they made a mistake, but I'm trying to think about who was left in that draft that they possibly could have taken. I don't know. Could you have waited to get another quarterback? That's another option. But I'm gonna say false just for
These guys needed a fucking receiver when they drafted Jordan Love. They didn't
true.
have any. They didn't need. They had Devontae Adams and that was it.
Yeah, I mean, and right now their best receiver is Allen Lazard. I mean, I don't even think a lot of people know who that is. So,
But he all right, bro.
he all right. I
He all
mean, we
right.
know who he is, but your average fan, Allen Lazard, he be like, well, oh, okay.
And they got Valdez.
No, he plays for the Chiefs.
Damn. All right, I don't know.
They
They got
drafted young receiver out of same school Carson Wentz played for.
Christian Watson,
Oh
and
Yeah,
yeah.
they also got Romeo Dobbs
I think Christian
from
Watson's
Nevada.
pretty good.
Yeah, cuz from he's solid. Just to answer the question, I'm gonna say false, bro. Only way I'm gonna say false is because with him on the bench, they still went 13-3 last 2 years. Since he's been there. So I can see if they were like,
But they got Aaron Rodgers playing quarterback, bro.
I'm hip, but I'm saying like I don't them drafting him didn't technically hurt them the last couple of years. Will it hurt now? Oh, I mean, yeah, you lost Devontae, but I can't think of who the receivers were in that draft, but they don't replace Devontae Adams. If they did draft somebody back then. Would they make your team that much better? Probably not. How much better can you give him 13-3, bro? That's all I'm saying. Go ahead, Ma. You about to say something.
You muted, Mike.
You muted.
I was gonna say, here's my thing with Jordan Love, bruh. The biggest component with this is like, what's the next point? The biggest component to this is like, bruh, we're talking about a quarterback who isn't even given a return on investment to this point. Like, you're going into year 3. You banked on Aaron Rodgers moving on, whether it's retirement or you benching him or him being traded somewhere, because you figured Jordan Love was going to be a person who has similar traits to Aaron Rodgers. And you identified those traits and said that this can be your new guy. And he hasn't given you shit to this point, bro. And you going into year 3, which is cool. There's still 2 more years left outside of year 3. You got the year 3, you got year 4, you got the 5th year option. And time will tell. But ultimately, bro, 3 years into your experience, your Jordan Love experience, bro, I can't sit here and say that they don't regret trading for Jordan Love, bro. I can't sit here and say that. I think that they've seen enough
Right.
where they can come up with at least a temporary conclusion and be like, damn it, we should have got XYZ receiver to help out Aaron Rodgers, because now we done lost Devontae Adams, which is one of the league's best receivers that we have. And we traded him. We got Randall Cobb on our team, but Randall Cobb is old. He old
But
as mold.
do you think they thought about not signing Devontae back then? You thinking like, oh, we probably gonna get a deal done?
I'm not saying that they was thinking about Devontae back then. I'm thinking that because they moved on from him, it was another reason why they should have drafted a receiver. Because Aaron Rodgers needed help. He said he needed help for a long ass time.
Right.
And he said he needed help before they drafted, before the 2020 draft. He said he needed help at receiver. And they chose to get a quarterback. So it wasn't specifically about Devontae, but Devontae was one of the best receivers in the league. They traded him now, and now they still don't have a receiver that they could have drafted back then. They used Jordan Love, a person who's not playing for them, because Aaron Rodgers is still their starting quarterback.
You know
so
what
they
it
have
is,
no
Bob?
return on investment from their 2020 first round pick.
I think the Packers fell victim to how the Chiefs ran their things when they drafted Patrick Mahomes to sit behind Alex Smith. And, if you remember back when Jordan Love was a college prospect coming into the NFL, a lot of the qualities they said was that he had some traits like Patrick Mahomes. And, they were ready for him, I guess trying to follow the same suit where Patrick Mahomes came in, sat behind Alex Smith. I think probably sat behind him shorter than they maybe anticipated, because he only sat a year and then, came in through 50 touchdowns. So, I mean, I don't know if that was something that, was on the front of their minds where, shoot, we don't know what was going to happen. Aaron Rodgers, no telling what was going on behind the scenes. Maybe we should go ahead, take a shot on the quarterback right here, especially if we can develop him into be, something close or something similar to, how Patrick Mahomes did for the Chiefs. That's very far fetched. But I mean, I'm just saying, you never know what some of these organizations are thinking about. Now, like you said, definitely had opportunity to get other receivers. I can't really tell you off the top of my head right now what were the receivers in the draft last year. But what I do know this year is I've seen a couple reports saying that Aaron Rodgers wasn't too happy with them not taking Treylon Burks. He said he wanted Treylon Burks in the first round. They ended up doing something different in the first. Not sure who they took, but I mean that's just my take. Maybe they just assumed they had their next guy, just based off reports and highlight tapes and what
I
they
think they
heard.
took Quay Walker, that goddamn linebacker or slash safety or some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean it's an interesting conversation, bro. Like I said, I do think that they regret it. They'll never tell you that. They're going to continue to work through it. It's obvious, but I just think they're in a position where 3 years into it, you're asking yourself, what have you done with that first round pick that you didn't trade away? You didn't oblige to what Aaron Rodgers wanted. You went to what you wanted. Like, how do you all feel about that? So, it's interesting, bro. It is definitely interesting, fellas. Before we get out of here, do y'all got?
I got
I'm about
one
to say,
thing
do
to
y'all
say
got
about
any
this.
last thing about these things? Go ahead.
My thing is, bro, about Jordan Love. I believe his last year before he came out, it wasn't that great. I think let me look at the stats. My man threw 20 touchdowns and 17 picks in the Mountain West as coming out of school.
That was his last senior stat.
That's his last year, bro. The year before that, he went 30. He went 32-6.
Oh, okay. That's the take they was playing. They was playing that.
Yeah, and they barely played him as a freshman. Or maybe they did play him. He just wasn't good. Oh,
And Jordan Love played for Nevada. Who he played for?
Utah State.
Utah State.
Oh,
It is bad. His first year as a freshman, he went 8 touchdowns, 6 picks. Second year, 32 touchdowns, 6 picks.
in 12
Third year,
games, he went
20 touchdowns,
bro.
17 picks.
What was Patrick Mahomes' stats at Texas Tech? That's what I want.
he was lighting them
Them
up.
jobs was ridiculous, bro.
They was
okay. Let me check. Okay.
He was lighting them up, but they wasn't winning shit.
Right.
He probably had like 50 TDs though. He was cooking. Because I remember one game he had like 700 passing yards. First Baker.
Oh, I seen that.
You know what I'm saying?
2014 to 2016, he had 41 touchdowns in 2016, 10 picks, 36 touchdowns. 2015, 15 picks, and then 16 and 4 in 2014.
You talking about
As a freshman,
Mahomes? Yeah.
Oh, his stats crazy.
Yeah, he was slinging that job.
He was for 5,000 yards his last year.
Yeah, that man.
Yeah. Not even comparing to the Bulls.
Yeah, that man.
But I feel like what did they think they were getting out of Jordan Love? Now I'm not saying he's not good, but I ain't saying he is good. I watched the tape. I mean, I watched most of that game. He had a couple good throws. He just missing the easy ones. Like, bro.
Yeah, like the flat. You supposed to hit the flats, bro. I mean, the tight end sitting right in front of your face. Like,
that's catch, bro.
The second window slants. Like, come on, bro. I don't understand that.
Come on, bro.
You pick a side of the field where the coverage is more weak. You go for it, bro. I don't understand. What we looking at? Those are pre-snaps right there.
Yeah. His only defense is like, I mean, technically he doesn't get the amount of game reps.
That's what I said.
That, you know what I'm saying, that everybody else would. But even back was coming in throwing them jumps, bro. And they don't get game reps.
Listen, man, I'm about to say, bro, preseason is the reps that he's supposed, bro. Nah, hell no. I ain't buying into that excuse, bro.
Bro, my man been sitting. Bro, he been sitting on the bench for 3 years, bro. What you expect my man to do?
But it's preseason. That's your time to shine, though, bro. As a backup,
bro, he in his zone.
That's your time,
bro. Mental reps for 2 years compared to actual game reps as a whole. But adjusting to the speed, it's a big difference, bro. Like huge difference. I'm messing around. All right, yeah. Throwing in practice, he could be an A1 dude in practice, and it's not the same speed as a game. Like once the lights turn on, bro, it's just everything about it different.
Nick, he's had game weeks where he's had first team reps because Maul said he started 6 games. So I mean, he's been in that seat.
Let me see who he played against.
I don't even know the 6 games, but Maul said he's 2-4. So
Yeah, I mean, I expect him to be great.
he scored 7 points against the Chiefs.
7 points. That's tough.
I mean, the Chiefs beat them 13-7, bro.
Lost to Detroit.
Come on, bro. That should tell you enough right there.
Yeah, all right. That ain't real, bro.
That is real. That's probably real as hell.
Bro. He started 2 games.
6.
Bro, look, I'm looking at.
Oh, you talking about last year?
No, I'm about to say there's a combination. I saw 6 all-time starts.
6 all-time. So he's been
this
is his 3rd year, so he's played, a span of a time.
Yeah, we gotta get him in the gym or something, bro.
Ain't no gym. He need to get in the lab. He need to get in the playbook.
Play some 7-on-7 or something, bro. He needs some live action because his stats do not.
Well, bro, 7-on-7, bro. He getting more than that.
He needs something, bro. He needs shit that count. Cause right. Oh my god, bro, this is terrible. Oh Lord.
He sure is.
Yeah. I ain't really got too much for him, man. But I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, like I don't think he is what he is, bro. I didn't have him real high on my book coming out of school.
Somebody was gonna draft him. So
I mean, somebody, not in the first round though.
Yeah, somebody was gonna draft him first round. I think
he got drafted at the end of the first round, bro.
What, 26?
Something late. I just saw it not too long ago.
26, bro. We talk. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Why nobody finna take him, bro?
Stop.
It's possible.
If he got drafted in the first round, he's gonna get drafted regardless, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I didn't say he wasn't gonna draft. I said first round. He was gonna be there. 3rd. If Malik Willis went to the 3rd, I mean Jordan Love could go to the 3rd.
All right. Well, listen, y'all. You know what time it is, man. That is the end of the Trap or Die podcast. The fellas will be back next week. Agenda wise, I'm gonna work to get us a guest in this space. Now that our schedule is a little different, we can kind of work. That'll probably be a little bit easier for most of us. Most of the guests, that we're trying to get. So I'm gonna tap in with a couple people that we know, some old friends and things like that. So with that being said, I dropped something. With that being said, man, I'm out of here. Y'all be safe. Enjoy y'all day. Enjoy y'all night. Whenever y'all watch all that good stuff.
Peace. Damn, set, hut. Watch him throw the ball. We gon' pick it off. You gon' let him hit the hole or you gon' cut it off. You gon' play through 4th and long or you gon' punt it off. Your defenders, heavy hitters, put your pads in. Don't be looking for the ref to throw no flags in. Keep the helmet on, keep the cleats tight. You the type to want to win by any means, right? You should look alive. This is Trap or Die.